you're going to start the whole design with a white pencil. Just roughly sketch it out. A white pencil makes it so easy to, you know, correct mistakes and erase, and this is just my preferred method for sketching out the whole design. I'm just doing 2 hibiscus flowers and 2 palm tree leaves, just to kind of make it a little Hawaiian-y, luau-y kind of design. And if you don't get it perfect, it's perfectly fine, because you're going to keep building and building and building on it and adding more details, and you can correct as you go. So I'm starting in the center with a red color. These are all matte colors. I prefer, when I do actual designs on the face that almost look like face painting, I prefer to use matte colors. I think shimmery colors can be too distracting, and I don't know, they just don't seem to look right. If you do a shimmery color, like pick one color to do shimmery and the rest of them matte. Personally, I just think it looks better. So for the flowers, I'm doing a red in the center, then it bleeds out to a hot pink. Then from there, it goes to a cool purple color, which a cool purple color leans more towards bluish purple. And then I build some blue on top of that towards the outside, and then for the final color on the very tips, it's like a baby pink. And you just want to keep building your colors, and you don't have to worry about it blending in too much, because as you build your colors, they're going to kind of melt into each other, and you can always go back and blend in later. But when you're just laying down your colors, you don't have to worry too much about blending. So go over your whole design with a really little artist brush. You can get these at any art supply store. I mean, they have makeup brushes this small too. They run fairly expensive to get one this fine looking. So for stuff like this, I just hop on over to Craft 2000s and get actual brushes for painting. They're all made out of the same thing. So just deepen the center of that without overpowering the red, and add some depth. And then this is just an angled brush with a forest green color. I'm doing a darker color on the outside of the leaves, and then on the inside of the leaves, it's a lighter green color. And that just adds, you know, just a little bit, I don't know, variation. It makes it a little bit more artistic, or I don't know, adds more depth, or, you know, whichever. It makes it look more interesting and not so flat looking. And again, using matte colors for the greens as well. If you do use a shimmery color, definitely use them as highlighting colors, and you'll actually see me do that here in just a second. I'm just going over the outside and adding some details, just like I did with the flowers, with a black eyeshadow and that same little precision brush. So go through and add some shadows. This is going to make it look a little bit more 3D. It's going to pop out a little bit more. It's just going to add like a really neat effect. I'm just picking pieces here and there. I didn't really go with the typical where you should go off of a light source and then figure out where your light source is and then cast a shadow, you know, from where your light source is. So I didn't really create anything like that. I just kind of did shadows here and there. So I guess the shadows aren't really accurate as far as where shadows should be, but it still makes it look interesting. I mean, it still gave me the desired effect that I want, So here I'm just using the cream white eyeshadow and just adding a little bit of a highlight to the leaves. I added a little bit to the flowers, but they didn't show up as well. Then you want to sharpen everything up. So take either a gel or a liquid liner and go over your entire design, just the outline. And that is really going to sharpen everything up and make your design really pop out. And whenever I went over the outsides, when I'm going over the petals of the flowers, I made the lines a little bit squiggly because that's how they are in real life, and that added a really neat effect. So for the final little detail, I layered a golden cream eyeshadow with a just a regular yellow matte eyeshadow to make it a little bit more opaque. And then for the end, I added it's just like a blob of glitter liquid liner. I thought that the little pop of glitter in the center of the flowers added a really neat effect. So for the eyes, they're really simple. It's just hot pink and then a warm purple in the crease, and then I deepen the outer V crease with an even darker purple. And then to make it tie in a little bit more with the whole like design on the side of my face, I just lined it with the glittery gold. And then to keep it bright and summery looking, I just watered the waterline, or watered the waterline. I lined the waterline with a white. So to finish up the last details of this middle part right here, I'm just taking a black gel liner again and just adding some circles just to add some more, you know, definition, and then I just outlined, you know, the inner stem. And that is it. That's the whole look. Slap on some mascara, finish your brows, do your foundation. Actually, you should probably do your foundation before all this, but yeah, that's all you have to do, and you're done. Slap on some lip color and have fun at a luau. I'll catch you in the next video.